Right, today we're outside, sun's shining, and we're actually outside because the garage workshop is full with cars. So we've been pushed outside, but it's fine because the sun is shining, it's a bit windy, it's nice and warm. So we've moved everything out here, which is going to be great. And today I'm going to be mounting my Christmas presents. Another Christmas present. My external lights. As you can see, these ones are small, they're tiny, they're old. So now we're going to put something a wee bit bigger on. It's a fair size difference. Right, before I get started, I have to take the front apart. So I have to take the fan cover off because we have some fitting to do. We have to hide these. And you can see they're not as long, they're not very long. So I have to find somewhere to hide them in the side. So I'm going to take the front plastic off and the fan cover, and we have to take the lights off. So there's a bit of disassembling to do before we get started. I have my xenon lights, high intensity discharge ballast for the lights. I've laid out the wiring as the wiring diagram. I've got the internal switch, which is mandatory for cars to pass the MOTs over in Denmark. I've got the switch relay and the signal for the high beam here, and some extra bits and bobs that we might need. Get a nice view in a second of the intercooler. So if you haven't seen my new intercooler, go back to the two videos ago, where I mounted my upgraded intercooler, which I love. It's been really good. I'm really happy with that upgrade. So if you haven't seen that, go and have a look. We did a few tests. Didn't come out as how we'd hoped, but it was the first time we've done some tests with the nanocom, so we learned quite a bit from that for next time. And now the sun has finally come out and we can do our stuff on the cars. Oh, I thought I got a water bottle in my head. Thank you. Can finally get some sun. So, lights have come off, or wiring has been taken apart. Now it's time. They're just mounted up here. So that's simple. But as you can see, there's not a lot of space. Okay, we put the holders, we've attached them, you can't see anything, you might be able to see them. So the holders are in here, just to either side of the intercooler. And then this guy goes inside and sits in the bracket with a holder. And then we should have enough wire to connect to the lights. And we have a bit of a technical difficulty. As I said in the start, it's pretty windy, so the camera took a face plant.
Is what it is.
So we're a man down. Now we've got the ballast on either side. It's just sat in here, away from the intercooler, and put snug inside. Time to play with wires. This isn't going to be fun. As you can see, it's a complete mess. Right, so the switch. This has to sit inside the car. It has to be accessible. And then we've got the relay, which will sit on here. Oops. It will sit here. And then we need ground, which is the black one. That one. I'll attach it down here. There. On the bolt. And then the third wire has to be attached to 12 volts. So we'll extend it and attach it to the battery. So yeah, I'll start mounting that now. Right, I've taken out the dash because I need for the button, the switch, to turn it on and off, which is mandatory over here, like I said in the start. I'm feeding at the moment the wire through the dash and out to the front. So at the moment I've just taped it together. I'm going to feed it back through because it's easier to get hold of. And then I can essentially just pull this. I'm stuck on something. Okay, I can't. But I'm going to fix it. I'll pull it through. So this sat on the 3 wires. But just to feed it through and make it easier, I took it off and taped them together just to feed it through. So now we'll put the top back on and then attach it to this one. And that's the one where we put the ground and 12 volts from the batteries attached there and the switch as well. Okay, so all the wiring has been pulled through from the dash. It's been attached to the relay and the ground. Ground? Same? I don't know. Right, and then it goes all the way around here, down here, and then I've managed to hide a ton of the wiring in the sides back here. So they're actually just hidden down here. It's a big mess at the back, but you won't be able to see it. So the intercooler is free, nothing's hanging, everything's cable tied. And now I'm going to put the plastic on. I'll put this on, pull the wires through, cables, wires, attach the lights. One thing we did behind camera without filming it, we tested the new lights and we've got a faulty light. So either the bulb, I think it's the bulb that's gone because we have one light that worked and we tested it on both sides and it worked. So we're going to get that sent back or get a new one. But at the moment we're just going to attach or mount both lights so it looks the same. And then I will switch them out or switch the bad one out when I get it. So they'll just hang here. They're massive. So yeah, we tested that behind camera just before we started zip tying and tying everything up and making it tidy. Just check before you mount everything so you don't have to take everything apart again and start again and find your problem. So that was that happens. Now I'm going to put everything together again and show you the final result. And I actually, if you follow me, I got new alloys and tires. Because my other ones were old, they were very slim or narrow, and these are a lot bigger. So I put 30mm spacers on as well. So now the tires align with the outer. What's this bit called?
A bumper. Not a bumper, but
a bumper.
Yeah,
Skirting? Not skirting.
is it a skirt? Oh.
Yeah.
Side skirts.
So they're out. Yeah, it's flush or just a bit wider than the car, which is great. And I refreshed the paint because it was looking horrible. So now I've got massive, big alloys on wheels.
Which size?
They are, well, it's a general grabber, and it is 265 by 75 and 16-inch alloys. So bigger. Actually, you can see this is my old one here that I've got on as a spare because I got the 4 for a really good price, and these are 120 by 116, so a fair bit bigger. Had a small refresh the other day, so it's looking a bit better, ready for summer. Almost ready. I don't think you can ever get ready, but yeah. So that was a small update that I did last week. Now the lights. We'll finish the lights and get them on and show you them. Ta-da! Look, they're massive. They are massive. We have removed all the old wiring and we've put the new wiring in from the picture or the clip I showed you this morning from the wire diagram. There is a new switch just under the dash. My hands are really dirty. So this just goes on and off for legal reasons as well, for the MOT, or else we wouldn't be allowed to have the lights on. So, as I said before, there is a fault in one of the lights, but now we can see that one of them works, and that one will be fixed in a few days, depending on how fast they arrive, or fast it arrives with the post. But it looks pretty good. I know it's hard to see because it's bright and light outside, but it looks good. They're massive, and they do stick out a fair bit from the A-bar or the A-frame. So if I hit anything, the lights will go first. I have to keep that in mind. Watch out for cyclists and other cars. Yeah. So, that was a small upgrade on the car. We do have 1, maybe 2 new Discovery 3s that we might be starting videos on. So if you have any video requests, just leave them in the comments down below. It's fairly new to me, but we'll have to learn it anyway and fix it, so we'll see how it goes. So it's a fairly simple job, quick job, if all the wiring is okay. Mine wasn't, so it took quite a while, it took a few hours. I'm putting it nicely, it took a long time because the wiring was really bad. But it is quite a fairly simple job anyway, so try it at home. It's great having extra lights when they both work. They will soon. It was meant to be a quick, simple video. Pretty simple, but it just took a while because the wiring wasn't too good. But anyway, that's just this car. Yours might be a